Yeah, it was. It had plenty of ebbs and flows. It had some quality cricket. It had some not so good cricket. I have to say that the substitute, how they found that Harshit Rana is a like for like for Shivam Dube, an out and out bowler to replace a batter that bowls some part time stuff, is beyond me. He gets 3 for 33. He got the key wicket at the key times. They didn't play the leg spinners well enough. They got 5 for 56. That's an area that England have to get better at. But I do think the rules, and England would have done the same, by the way. They had the chance to replace a player for the same kind of player that India did in the end. But you can't tell me that Harshit Rana is a like-for-like replacement for Shivam Dube.
I'm going to read out the law for people. As I said, the elephant in the room is going to be the concussion sub. We're going to talk about that, and we've gone into it right up front because it will be a talking point a lot on social media and everywhere. But let me read the law out for you. Cricket has laws, not rules. It says that in assessing whether the nominated concussion player should be considered a like-for-like player, the ICC match referee should consider the likely role the concussed player would have played during the remainder of the match and the normal role that would be performed by the nominated concussion replacement. So which brings me to the direct question, Zaheer Khan, would Shivam Dube had bowled 4 overs in this innings had he not gone off?
No, let's just decode the law first, isn't it? You got to decode that law as you read it. So the team is within their right to nominate a player.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've nominated Harshit Rana, knowing that what kind of advantages they have from Harshit Rana, who can bat a bit. But when you're looking at it, it's not a like-to-like replacement. There is no doubt about that. Maybe Ramandeep would have been that ideal choice. And it was match referee's role then to say, okay, you've nominated this player, but this player doesn't suit the criteria exactly.
Just the line.
And hence, you have to now suggest another player, or I suggest this is the player is a likely replacement, which is a batsman who can bowl rather than bowler who can bat.
Great point, because the line there is, Michael, the match referee should consider the likely role, the concussed player, so Shivam Dube, consider the likely role Shivam Dube would have played during the remainder of the match being India's bowling. The likely role he would have played would not have been 4 overs,
Can I ask who the match referee is? I mean, I should know this. Who is the match referee?
It's Javagal Srinath.
Right, okay, so he's decided that Shivam Dube clearly would have bowled 4 overs in the second innings. I can guarantee you, if Shivam Dube had bowled 4 overs, England would have chased that target down.
Yeah, true. Well, fair point. Fair point, yes, because there's not a lot of games that Shivam Dube has played where he's bowled 4 overs. But that said, Harshit Rana comes in as a concussion. At the end of the day, as Zach is saying, India puts a name forward. If the match referee says it's okay, he plays. You're playing the conditions, you're playing the situation, and that's what the situation was. And Harshit Rana comes on debut, picks up a wicket second ball. So his fairy tale is bizarre. Put yourself in his shoes. He's sitting just chilling, got his feet up, suddenly gets thrown in at halftime, saying this is your debut, gets a wicket second ball.
But this is a very interesting way to make your debut, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. You don't get the cap. You don't even know half the game has been played.
Yeah.
And then you're making your debut halfway through the game. This is definitely going to be Joyda's question. Somewhere down the line. A joy factor.
It's a joy factor question for sure. He made his debut, but I mean, he made it without any ceremony. But Michael, he's made an impact.
Yeah, I mean, you take away the controversy of the substitution. He bowled great. He came in and hustled. He varied his pace. 3 for 33 on his debut. You look at that 11 dots. So he built pressure. You're always going to get hit for boundaries, and you're going to go for runs. But 3 wickets at that time was absolutely crucial. That partnership was going along really nicely for England.